Financial Stadium. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Jayhawks head coach before the game, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Kansas offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the maestro of this offense. He could not miss last time out. Completed better than 80% of his passes, more than 200 yards, leading his squad to a W.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Jayhawks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There's a reason third by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Finds his man. It's Thurman.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Ballard. Makes the catch. Hits the seam wide open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Play is stopped. Offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Jayhawks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cougars offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective is
turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds his big tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jayhawks. To the air, it's Ballard.
He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
And the Jayhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dupree. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the counter play. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Dupree. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Here comes the heat.
That's a bad job in pass protection. I almost give the quarterback some credit because I think he knew where he was on the field. He knew he was going to get sacked for his safety. He was doing everything he could to just go down at his own 1-yard line to avoid giving up the 2 points.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his end zone, and a very good kick here. Just needs a crack to get a return. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mason. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Now the play fake. Back's got it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on 1st down. Goes high to pull it in. Flying out to the left. Pass attack. Touchdown, Houston. Roll this way into the end zone.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thurman. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. Touchdown Jayhawks. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Fires to the big fella. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. On the option. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On the option. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets it down at the 37. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's straight. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Motion from the wideout. Going to the running game. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. Desperately looking. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Trying to bully their way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. There's some room. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds his man. It's Thurman. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Hauls it in, and they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Mason. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Back to pass. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd. And he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback keep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Off and running. Touchdown, Houston. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This drive will open from the 15. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
On the ground, it's Dupree. There's a crease. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Mason. Grabbed behind the line, it's Dupree. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Kansas.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Under fire. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass. It's Henderson. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 8 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Illini in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game at Space City Financial Stadium. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Jayhawks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
Hey, guys, the Cougars head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their quarterback has been terrific in this first half, but he has sustained some hits. I can tell you just from looking at him, his uniform, lots of wear and tear, bumps and bruises. I've seen him talking with the athletic trainer a couple of different times. They've got to do a much better job here in the second half, giving him some protection. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Wants to pass it. Got a man. It's Sanford. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! He got it beat down in bounds.
Really nice job working the route and getting. Locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Kansas offense returns to the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Wide receiver going in motion. Snags it, and there's running room. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. The give on the counter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Mason. Throws to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds us back in the middle. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, just what the defense has doctor ordered. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Running it to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready.
Trying play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to throw. And it's a sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket. Turning it on. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And they got him. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Bringing the heat. Fires toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Mason. Quarterback gets enough. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the air. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down.
Well, I know you're excited on these screen plays if you're a running back because you want to get the ball in your hand and you're so anxious and eager to turn around and get upfield, but first things first, you got to catch the ball.
This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. On the move. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Under fire, and down he goes.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that sack.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Henderson. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's got the back in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Makes a move. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. The 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking for room, it's Dupree. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got a little grass. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Here's the give off the left side. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Power football with the run. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. The run inside. It's Dupree. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Pocket breaking down, and it's a sack.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run a...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
Makes the grab in their space. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. And the Jayhawks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Dropping back, it's Mason. Here's the pressure. And they got him. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
That's caught. It's Sanford. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small games where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
On target over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Colson. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Tight end now in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
Yeah, it's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the...
Us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.